driven by now late Sean Connery, James Bond himself. Prince, now King Charles, and presented in series The Crown. Today we're testing none other than Aston Martin DB5. Alright, so I managed to mess up my audio recording, so I'm gonna have to re-record this manually. So what we're doing today is checking out this Aston Martin from 1964 DB5. Of course, made popular by none other than James Bond himself. It was in, I believe, Goldfinger movie. We're checking out some details here. This is a really nice color. I do have two of them in the garage, but I decided to get this one as well. Just for the color, of course, you could change the color yourself, but there's definitely something. Some cars though will come with a bit different interior as well, if the color is original, but for the most part you can just do whichever color you'd like, unless of course there are also fine details that get removed with the color. So yeah, anyways, just fine looking vehicle. The same model that's driven by like Sean Connery had one, and also Prince Charles, but King Charles now, he has a blue one, and then Sean Connery had a silver one, and in the movie was also silver one, and there was one in The Crown as well, and that one was silver as well. Alright, so checking out some details here, and just the clock that actually shows the real time, and yeah, back seat for two, so car is basically for four persons. You see there's a little divider between two persons. The quality of this is not great actually, and just the picture, I'm looking at it now. Yeah. Anyways, there's Motorola stereo there and some nice instruments. I guess just capturing VR is limited to 180p, and it doesn't look the best. There's some nice gas pedals there. Of course, it looks much better in person. But yeah, that's basically it. There's a glove compartment on the other side. And this is where we got it. Decided to go with this color amongst other things, because later in the video we'll set up a new livery for it, but we'll get to that part. Now off to World Circuits to do some test drive. So of course we chose something in the UK, and of course that Goodwood was the best option in my opinion. I mean, Brands Hatch, not a bad choice as well, but this is just a classic. So we chose sunset, and we're gonna do it on hard single race. Here we go. So yeah, the car looks really nice from the inside. The hidden wheel looks great in the sun. And the handling is basically how you would imagine it. Like a boat. Nothing spectacular. It does take some getting used to, as old-timers usually do. Then again, it has its charms. Yeah, I was a bit all over the place. I actually think I'm gonna lose the track a few times, yeah. Like that. Just like that. Checking out the dashboard. It's amazing. Slow old cars. Here we are behind DMC that inspired Cybertruck and Firebird in front of him. We got them both in that stretch after chicane. So it's interesting that what's the name actually of the car? Now, DMC1 from the movie last Back to the Future. It's actually made from steel, just as Tesla. I mean, just as Cybertruck. They removed all Tesla branding from it. I'm guessing they are trying to branch off, maybe into a totally different category with it. So these cars weren't really keen to move themselves. Kind of getting the feeling for it a bit, but nice look there as well. So here when you, just as you exit that chicane, even on this configuration, car tends to lose traction a bit. And that will especially be apparent when we upgrade it. Here on the right, there's actually an airport. It looks like a plane graveyard. I think planes are just parked there. But who knows, maybe it's like a graveyard. There we go. I think this is the third lap. It's quite a short race. Yeah, it should be. So we're gonna finish it in first place. Pretty comfortably. Although few cars on our tail. I drive it pretty safely there. A swell car, it would be fun to just drive it around, enjoy the nature. It's not really a racing car, but I mean, every car is a racing car, I guess, if you're racing it. So I ended up choosing this, whatever this is, Kiss You Goodbye. Turned out not to be the best song for this car. But it's alright. Just so we can enjoy how it looks from the outside a bit. And here you can see how the fan is actually not rotating, which is a bug. I mean, it's gotta be, since all from the digital is quite fond on details, and most of the time, like in definitely most cases, they are working. So it looks a bit weird to have that fan so static in this DB. Who knows, maybe they'll fix it someday. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Or maybe the car just doesn't... I don't know, yeah. Maybe the car keeps it locked and then just turns it on if the car overheats, who knows? I'm not sure. But it does look like it should work. There was that takeover. That setting sun sits nicely. Shows off the color. Went down for 2 wheels. And then here we went for 4. But we managed to catch it. It's really not like it's a bit cumbersome, but it's not that bad. It can be handled quite nicely still in that original configuration. And here we go with another song played one more time, but it's a short race, so that's gonna be the last one. It's the last one, right? Look at this. This is some nice speed. It's definitely fun and has its charm. I love riding the old timers. There's a lot of like different forces you can feel on them. It's just nice. There we go. Chicane. And the finish line. So now, if I remember correctly, we're gonna go and read up about the car, since we forgot to do that at the beginning while we were in the shop. Okay, so McKeel, the Aston Martin DB5 is truly a rare gem, both in terms of price and its head-turning allure. And we all know who's responsible for that, don't we? That's right, Bond, James Bond, from the hugely popular British-born 007 series. The DB5, which appeared in Goldfinger in 1964, was probably the most famous car in the world at the time. Aston Martin recently responded to huge public demand for these Bond edition DB5s by producing 25 replicas. These replicas, built in late 2020 and 2021, sold for a huge sum, upwards of 3.75 million each. I can't begin to imagine what the original car would fetch. Although one of the cars built in 1965 to promote the film sold for 6.4 billion in 2019. So yeah, interesting. I don't know if there was a huge demand why they built only 25 of them. I know that when Sean Connery passed, I think last year, they sold his for charity, but I'm not sure the price that one reached. Right, so what we decided to do now? Okay, yeah. So now we're basically looking for another Aston Martin DB5. So I got a silver one as well, which is in original state. And then this one on the right. Come on. Yeah, that one, which is fully upgraded and has some livery I made in the past. So this one has 678 horsepower. It's crazy. 707 performance points. That's just ridiculous. And as we'll get to see, that's just too much for this car. Kinda unusable with all that power. So here I went to check if it can do engine swap. No, I'll do that later. Now we're just going to see if everything is upgraded, fully upgraded. And it pretty much is. So off to the same track. Same track, different weather. Just to add some variation. we went with morning. Yeah. Again, hard. So at first, checking out settings, this one was a bit weird because I did this setup a while ago. I think I wasn't sure about. I did some wrong decision here. Basically, rear was stiffer than front, which would cause car to oversteer, and this was painfully. This will be painfully obvious when I start driving. So then later I'm going to come and redo that. Just checking out the rest of the settings. And off to the races. Cars that he put me with, but yeah, it's basically 700 performance point car. So behind me is Vulcan, Aston Martin. In front of me is, I think, Chiron. That was too much. Just I couldn't keep the end straight. So here we go, just checking, making the front anti-roll bar stiffer will make it easier to understeer. So that's what we are going to do. I decided to put it on 10 and I left the rear at 6 to be a bit softer, and this definitely helped. We could play around with the other things as well, but not today. You'll see the difference straight away. Just this helped. Of course, I'm still getting I have to get used to the car because it's a challenge. It's a good fun, and any car, once you get used to it, you can ride it and have fun in it. But this is one of the cases where it's a bit on the extreme side, as in how much it's unstable, so it's not, I don't know, I don't think there's much fun in it necessarily, which is not to say it's bad, but just when upgrading car to the fully if in start the car is like quite has enough power, then it can really overpower it, and it can be a big challenge to handle that. And yeah, this is where I lost traction a bit when I here. I think sooner than later, I'm gonna spin out. Yeah, here. I was quite surprised, and then this entry was not the best, but I was eager to get in the race. Of course, that would be a penalty in the race, but nobody got hurt from that re-entrance. Thank God. So now basically I'm just gonna try and regain few positions. Decided to finish the race as it is. Sometimes it's fun to fight. Regain as many positions as one can. Fair, so I'm kind of all over the place, especially here. You just have to, like when you add gas, be really gentle with it, not press it too high. There we go, hit the brakes. Didn't manage to do this, is actually a nice move. Then I hit the chicane unnecessarily. And here I could have caught this one, but I couldn't keep my behind straight. So we ended up in 5th place. And oh yeah, we have music replay now as well. What are we gonna choose? I think just the next one. I think I'm gonna move the volume a bit, yeah. Oh yeah, this is from the outside. I kind of like this livery. It's quite colorful in its own right. It's simple, but then it's like an American blue brand with Japanese plate on the back, registration plate. Oh yeah, I'm not sure who owns the Milwaukee. But it used to be. I mean, yeah, sure. Who makes the rules? You can see how the rear end really wants to go. So if you go just straight, then okay, but as soon as you start turning, it just wants to go on the side. went out and it's been here. I'm trying to overtake this time. I guess some sand was still in the rubber. But it's hard to say with this car. And there we are speeding in the west. And a few places. Contact there. The song was also repeated once. Which is not too bad. Barrier on the exit. That couldn't get it good. We had the 4th place and ended up 5th. So yeah, it's just surprising how sometimes, I mean, it makes sense, yeah. Races like these will be much harder. So here we're checking if the engine swap is available, and it's not. So we're gonna go back to garage and select the car we just bought. And then go to livery editor. What we're gonna do is try and apply a sticker my brother-in-law made. He's a tattoo artist. It goes by the name Ninja Tiger. All right. So I did import of layers. So it's basically the same sticker. They're all from the same sticker, but we're gonna have to import it one layer at a time. And this shadow got bugged. It should be just dots, but it's alright. I'm gonna import it like this and then change the color later. So this is background. Trying to decide how to set it. How big should it be? So we are experimenting here with like 100%. But then it kind of doesn't look that good. It's a bit too much. So just gonna go back to 85, I think. No, 90. All right. So duplicating the layer here and then replacing it. What I was hoping that would achieve is just leave the position of the next layer the same, which is first. So this is what confused me here, because it almost looks like this belongs here, but then I'm looking like, no, this should go down. What's happening here? But yeah, I guess since when I was importing them, basically the center of each layer was reset, so what I had to do now is manually align each and every layer. So what this achieves is you can like this, if you do import like this, like just basically layer with layer, you can get more details out of your decal. Since if I were to import this sticker as it was, just lots of things would kind of bug out and it wouldn't look as good, especially if you would want to make it as big as this. So yeah, I'm gonna take some time to try and align this as much as I can. The end result will be okay, like not perfect, but still very good. Okay, so this is scaled at 85. All right, that makes some sense, I guess. That's why I remembered 85. It's a bit weird because you would expect every one of these should be the same size, but then when you start playing with them, look at this one. This one will be like scaled on, yeah, like way down, so around 30%, and the background was at 90. Yeah, that's a bit weird. But I also did different optimization for each of them. This one, I think, because it's very the amount, like they have to be really small, like 15 kilobytes when you upload them, each file, which is really small, so you can't fit a lot of details in it. There are definitely better ways to do this, but I haven't done it in a while. And it works. So this is the pizza guy. Putting some toppings on it. Looks really cool. got some mushrooms, and then lots of melted cheese. I'm not sure what's that on the cheeks, probably maybe tomatoes or just some different kind of cheese. Or maybe it's just pepperoni. Yeah, that makes most sense, but oh yeah, okay, so the shadow, like I said, yeah, should basically be just dots, lots of red dots, but something happened when exporting it and I didn't notice. So I still used it, just changed the color. And it looks okay. Alright, so since this was duplicated, we have to reset the color now. The original one. So this is stickers on sticker. I mean, all these elements are originally on the sticker. They will just not be perfectly aligned. So this part now, yeah, this is where I realized it kind of looks weird. And then I remembered there should also be an outline. So I'm gonna import that as well. Looking back at it now, yeah. I mean, yeah, it looks okay. But just that red outline hits red. So in my mind, when I was thinking, okay, let's put this sticker on, I was kind of thinking of white hitting the red. Now we have one shade of red hitting the different shade of red and then going to white. But it looks okay. It's, of course, it's a bit too much, too big, but it's alright. It's just one sticker to carry the whole design, basically. So it was more of a test than anything else. Now we're gonna duplicate every element on the opposite side. You have to do that for every layer. Unfortunately, there's no way to combine layers here or like flatten them or something like that. That would be really nice. But it's really nice and quite advanced editor as it is. I like it. I think people in general like it, and they do amazing things in it. I only made like maybe a dozen or 2 dozen of liveries, and some are more complex, but most of the time they're pretty basic, which I like. I usually don't like, things to be too tacky. So this is it. We're gonna change this background to black. It almost looks like a toy car now. But it's quite nice. I dig it. It could look interesting on a white car as well. I'm not sure. Yeah, I could just try and repaint this one. But yeah, I didn't do it here. So yeah, we're gonna call it Ninja Tiger Pizza. Maybe I should have written Pizza Man or something. It's interesting. You can't see the keyboard when I'm typing. All right, so this is it, and now what we're gonna do is basically just do some photos. At first I thought we wouldn't, but then I decided we will do a one photo shoot with this sticker as well. Of course, in England, I'm in UK. Alright, so let's just do this. Sure, why not? I would like to put some emphasis on the sticker. Now we're gonna let's see, maybe brake lights would look cool. Definitely gonna put some speed on the car. And remove the glare, and we're gonna change the aspect ratio to 12:5 because the sure, let's just try it real fast to see what do we have. guess it looks okay. I'm not too happy. About the driver. Let's see if we can do some detail settings. Okay, driver. Okay, this should maybe be better. Okay, let's give it a go. We'll do extra fine. Quality, sure, 25 to 40 seconds. Let's see. What do we have? Yeah, I mean, it looks okay, I guess. Just sticker in general, I'm just looking at it now. Because it's like, yeah, it's red on red outline. Maybe it would look better on a different color car, but it's definitely not bad in any sense. And I could also maybe play with the background of the sticker. But okay. Alright, that's it. Let's save this one. I'm not gonna share it right now. All in all, it doesn't look half bad. Oh yeah, there's a scratch, a little scratch here. Cool. A little scratch there. Some light dents. All right. We did escape as well, so now that's definitely it. Have a good one until the next time.